sort of represent the very commercial end of the impact investing spectrum. Most of our deals are with mainstream venture capital firms, and we're sort of looking for those type of companies. But I guess it's better to frame why I'm here as sort of why RBC is here in general. I suppose we came to this space as an experiment. We staged the opportunity. And I think when you have this interesting nexus of, at no point ever in history have more people become entrepreneurs, and in no point in history have people been so engaged and passionate about values, you've got this really weird opportunity where people really want to enact change and are willing to do, frankly, whatever it takes in using, market-based solutions to get there. So, I guess how I got involved in this space, frankly, it was almost by accident. So I joined RBC about a year and a half ago. I was working with a venture capital firm here in Toronto, and before that, a venture capital firm in the U.S. And I had a good friend who was with RBC Ventures at the time. And he said, "Hey, Dave, we're looking for someone to run, this impact investing fund. Have you ever heard of it?" I said, "Never heard of impact investing. What is it?" He's like, "Well, maybe look it up and tell me what you think of it." So I looked it up and was like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting." So I was doing more thinking about it. And then when I went back and sort of back tested all the companies and all the the opportunities I was involved with before, the best companies thought about their communities, thought about the environment, thought about sustainability, and thought about sort of a lasting value. And these were in no sense social ventures. These are very mainstream market-based companies. But they really understood that to actually, succeed and maintain scale and generate scale, they had to get their foundations right at the bottom. So companies that had that deep-rooted, sustainable aspect to them were built to last. So I started thinking more about it, like, oh, this is actually really cool, and then thinking more of myself is like, maybe these are my values. I think this way, and I would never label myself as an environmentalist or maybe a social justice person. But I think inside everyone of us has these imbued sort of, feelings and values that they hold dear. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it. But if you even think a year ago, I told all my friends around Bay Street, I'm going to run this, social impact fund. They said, wow, philanthropy, charity, that's very nice of you. It's very, very giving. No, it's for profit. And so even going back a year and a half, there's still this perception around the space that it's, conciliatory. It is sort of, forgiving of lack of returns, and it's not meant to succeed. And I think that's, fundamentally an error. And I think you'll see the winners and losers from that side of the argument. So generally more what we do. So my fund's $10 million fund, early stage venture, usually first institutional seed round. We generally invest, alongside other, mainstream venture capitalists. There's not that many sort of seed stage impact investors in Canada, so we're sort of alone in that space now. But right now, 9 investments, 6 direct investments. We did 2 weeks ago, and 3 fund-to-funds investments. So things like, employment-based loans or other venture funds like Renewal out in BC or even Arcturn here in Toronto. So really why we're in the space is that there's this crazy opportunity here. And, it's really interesting working with, all the folks on the stage help grow it. But really it's about untapping that sort of potential and really unlocking, where we're going to go and how we're going to get there.